Hello everyone and welcome back to Chapter 7, focusing on word stress of numbers, verbs, and nouns. In the past few sections of this chapter we've been focusing on nouns and verbs, and for exercise 7 we're paying particular focus to nouns and verbs that share the same spelling, but they have different pronunciation because one's a noun and one's a verb. Remember to pay particular attention to the vowel sound in each syllable. And remember that the stressed syllable will always have the longer vowel sound. You'll hear that vowel sound longer than the unstressed vowel sounds. And just a reminder, two-syllable nouns are always stressed in the first syllable, or almost always, 90% of the time, whereas two-syllable verbs are usually stressed in the second syllable. So for this exercise, exercise 7, what you're going to do, obviously not being able to work with a partner, unfortunately, but you're going to listen to CD1 track 67, and then identify, circle the word, choose the word that you think is being used in each sentence. Is it a noun, where the first syllable is pronounced with stress? Or is it a verb, where the second syllable is pronounced with stress? Remember, they all share the same spelling. Nouns have the first syllable stressed, verbs have the second syllable stressed. Let's go ahead and give a listen to CD1, track 67.
Exercise 4A. Exercise 7B, page 54. 1. The produce is in the back, past the milk and eggs.
2. What companies produce cars in the U.S.?
3. He signed the contract, but he could not do the work.
4. Can you conduct a web meeting easily?
5. Is the decrease in book sales because of the rise in ebooks?
6. The camera didn't work. The store gave me a full refund.
7. Click here to record yourself. Press the arrow to hear your recording.
8. My phone battery dies after 1 hour. It's time for an upgrade.
9. The city does not permit fishing on public beaches.
10. A large protest is planned in front of the state building this Friday.
11. Have you made any progress on your research paper?
12. Does anyone object to these dates for the conference?
13. Our project is finally complete. Let's celebrate.
14. She will present the new product ideas at the next meeting.
All right, now you can cheat a little bit for this section. What I would recommend that you do, you've heard the audio track, CD1, track 67, you've heard these sentences. Before making a decision, before making a choice, take a look at the context. Remember, verbs are always going to come, or usually going to come after what? Verbs usually come after nouns. So number 2, companies is a noun. And remember, verbs, the second syllable is usually the strongest. So that's how we know the answer for this one is going to be produce. What companies produce cars in the United States? That's an action, right? That's a verb. And verbs, more often than not, the second syllable is the strongest. Here it's produce. Produce, fruits and vegetables, things that you would find in the grocery store, correct? Produce, or at a farmer's market. Now, nouns are typically going to be preceded by what? Usually some sort of article. right? The, a, or an. Nouns are normally going to be preceded by that. So take a look and see if you can identify the sentences that have articles before or adjectives before, adjectives going with nouns. And then see if you can identify the sentences where there is a subject before. And then after a subject would go a verb. So hopefully that'll help you. If you're not quite sure, look at the context, and the context will, give you some clues that can help inform your decision. And that is exercise 7, page 54, distinguishing between two-syllable nouns and two-syllable verbs.